Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Hi, Jane. Can you let me know the best way to get to your house this evening?
Certainly. Where will you be coming from?
I need to be in the city center this afternoon, so I will be coming straight from there.
Okay. Take the Underground, the Circle Line, to High Street, Kensington. Make sure you take the High Street Kensington exit.
Got that.
Okay. When you leave the Underground, cross the road and you should see Horntown Street. Was up that street to the crossroads. As you should see a fast food place on your right.
Hold on. I am looking at the map now. Okay. I can see Horntown Road. Do I go straight at the intersection?
No, you need to turn left into Phillimore Was and take the next right.
Okay. I can see that road.
That's fine. You will not miss it because it's just next to the Kensington Central Library.
Good. I can see the library on the map.
Okay. We live in the third building on your left. Will we see you around 7 p.m.?
That's great. See you at 7.
How are the children doing at sport?
I'm very pleased with their performances. Timmy can cover the 100 meters in 12 seconds. That's very fast for a kid his age.
He's not very good at the long jump though, is he?
He's not bad. He can jump a distance of over 4 meters. I think he just prefers running to jumping. Jimmy's very good at the high jump. He can jump over 2 meters. Again, that's fine for someone high.
2 meters? That means that the high jump bar is above his head. Are any of them good at long distance running?
The longest race we run is the 1,500 meters. A few of the boys and 1 girls can do it in less than 5 minutes.
How are they at swimming?
They're okay. I ask them to swim 500 meters each day. That's 20 lengths of the swimming pool. They're not very fast, but that's okay. I just want them to build their strength up and keep in shape.
Kate is very good at diving from a height of 10 meters.
I'd be afraid to jump from that height.
I think that these kinds haven't learnt to be afraid yet. She started diving from a lower height, but she soon wanted to go higher.
It seems that they really enjoy to go faster, higher and further.
Now, darling, I know that we've bought this house together, but it's just going to be far too expensive to decorate it. I think we should sell it.
Oh, no, Nathan. I really think we've bought this flat at the right time, you know. Market prices are going to go up, and I think you'll find in a year or 2 it will be worth a lot more.
But we're going to spend so much money in furnishing and decorating. I think we could get a much cheaper place that's already furnished.
But don't you like this place? I remember when we came to see it we thought it would be lovely.
Well, only you liked it really, darling.
Oh, why didn't you say so then? But I still think we've made a good buy.
How is your business on the internet, Stephen?
Don't mention it. I lost a bunch of money on it this year. I think it is on the brink of bankruptcy.
I am sorry to hear that. It shows that you should buy companies, not ideas.
I changed my strategy around too. I am investing in good companies now.
Yes, I agree with you. I am going to find a good company and invest in it soon.
It's a good idea, But please be careful when you invest this time.
Yes, I will. I should learn more from you. After all, I am green hand on it.
If you have any question, you can ask me.
Okay. My wife sent me a message and asked me to go home just now. I am leaving.
Alright, let's chat next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
How's it going?
I'm in a good mood today, actually. How about you?
To be honest, I'm a bit fed up.
What's wrong?
There's a girl in my company that I really like, but I always get shy when she is around.
I see. Do you want to ask her out?
Sure, but how?
You can ask her out for drink after work.
But for what reasons? She doesn't even know who I am.
Then you've got a lot of homework to do. You need to get her notice first.
Easier said than done.
You can start by meeting her at the bus stop and saying hello to her.
But I always get tongue-tied when I see her.
That's something you need to overcome. Men should make the first move, as most of girls prefer being chased.
I see. I'll try.
Good luck.
Joanne. Let's not make this divorce any more acrimonious than it already is, okay? Let's just get down to business and start dividing this stuff up fairly, so we can go our separate ways, all right?
Fine with me. I just want to get this over with. It's important we make a clean break. I should have signed a prenup.
What was that?
Nothing. Anyway, you're right, there's no reason this has to be nasty. My lawyer tells me you've accepted our alimony proposal and the division of property, as well as the custody agreement. I keep the cat and you get the dog. So that's done finally.
Let's not go there, Joanne. Okay. So let's start with the record collection. I'll take the albums I contributed and you can have your cheesy disco albums back.
Fine, but I'm keeping the antique gramophone as my grandfather gave it to me.
I believe that was a wedding present to both of us, Joanne. And you hardly ever use it.
He's my grandfather, and he never really liked you anyway.
Whatever. All right. I'll concede the silly gramophone, if you'll agree that I get the silver tea set.
How typical. When are you ever going to use a silver tea set? Fine. I don't want to drag this out any longer than necessary. What's next? What about these old photographs?
Which ones? Let me have a look. Wow. Look at that. That brings back memories, that?
Our trip to Italy. I remember that day. We were going to visit the Trevi Fountain, and we got caught in the rain.
And you looked so adorable with your hair all wet. I had to take a picture of you standing there in that little alley, smiling and laughing in the rain.
Oh, we really did have fun back then, didn't we?
Oh, Joanne, are we making a big mistake? I know our relationship has been on the rocks for some time, but are you sure we can't reconcile and try again? I still love you.
Oh, Jeff. I love you too. I'm so glad we didn't have to decide who keeps the motorcycle.
The motorcycle? But that's mine.
How were things in the Tokyo branch when you were there?
Good. They have expanded and are doing better than they were last quarter. It's nice to see some improvement for a change.
Do you see the trend continuing over the next few months?
Yes, especially with so many of our executives going back and forth from here to Japan. The only problem is, they may have trouble when they go to open up business here.
Why would you say that?
They aren't too familiar with doing business outside of Japan. There are a lot of cultural differences to account for.
I'll say, sometimes they just do things really differently. But one thing I can say, they are really hospitable.
Have you ever been to Japan?
Sure. I just got back yesterday. I'm still suffering from jet lag. Will you be okay when you immigrate to America?
Sure. I'm looking forward to it.
What about your parents?
I'll get used to not seeing my parents.
So Jen, what did you think of William? Did you guys have a nice time on your first date?
Oh yeah, it was great. He took me to an Italian restaurant and we had an amazing conversation. I told him about how many kids I want, and how my parents will be so excited to meet him.
You said all that on the first date? Alright, well, are you two going out again?
Yeah, I called him after I got home to arrange our next date. But unfortunately his grandma is sick, so he has been busy every night visiting her in the hospital.
Jenny, I want to go on a picnic. Could you come too?
I'd be glad to. I love picnicking.
Then, put on your casual clothes and pack some food and beverages.
Can I bring my camera with me?
Sure. Bring enough films, please.
I sure will.
You look tired. Did you sleep well last night?
I stayed up all night writing a report.
Go easy. Overwork is bad for your health.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, that's okay. I already have a Coke. Why don't you have a seat? You look like you've been on your feet all day.
I guess I could take a break. So, how do you like Denver?
It's great. The mountains here are beautiful and the skiing is spectacular. Have you been here for a long time?
About 6 years.
What do you do for a living?
I manage one of the ski lodges. It's a great job. I can spend a lot of my time outdoors, and I also get to ski for free all season.
Wow. Talk about job perks. That's great. I would like to do something exciting like that. But I am only an accountant. Not too much excitement there. Huh?
That's okay. If it weren't for you accountants, nobody would have the money to go skiing.
I had a terrible journey back from Bangkok last week.
Really? Why? What happened?
Well, first of all, the taxi that was taking me from the client's office to the airport broke down on the freeway.
Oh, no.
Yes, and the driver didn't speak any English or Chinese and he didn't have a phone on him, can you believe it? And his radio didn't work. So there was no way he could get in touch with the office to get them to send another taxi.
So what did you do?
Well, I actually thumbed a lift.
You what?
Yes. I stood on the side of the freeway and stuck my thumb out, and a passing truck stopped and took me to the airport.
Wow. Good for you.
Yes, except he drove really slowly, and I missed my flight.
Oh, no.
Yes, so I had to wait 3 hours for the next one. I didn't get home till 4 in the morning, and when I got home I realized I'd left my house keys in my hotel in Bangkok.
You really have bad luck, don't you?
Seems like it. Did you hear what's going on downtown today? All the orders from the factory are staging a demonstration in the streets. Not one of the 2,000 employees showed up for work today, and they have gathered outside the city hall to demand better working conditions for all factory employees.
Wow. Sounds chaotic. 2,000 people in the streets carrying picket signs and shouting slogans. What gave them the motivation to finally organize and call management on the substandard working conditions?
I think they gained courage after the mayor's speech last week on equality and opportunity for all town citizens. Anyway, the sentiments have been brewing for quite some time. I mean, we all know the working conditions at the factory are quite horrendous.
So what kind of demands do they have? What are they asking for specifically?
They want raises and medical insurance, and I think they want to clean up the factory's safety hazards. That's probably the most important issue.
You must be feeling terrible for Mary.
Yes, she's been like this for 2 weeks.
I'm worried that she can't catch up with her class.
So am I. The doctor says she'll get over in a month.
Would you and your wife care to come to our place and have tea with us some afternoon?
Why, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Johnson. I'm sure my wife will be glad to.
How about tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow afternoon would be fine.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.